Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. How's everybody doing? I need to look at this real quick. See if, can you guys hear me? Everything sound okay? Let me know. Headphones are not cooperating this morning, so if I can. Hey there, Miss Carol. How are you? Let's see. Can you hear me? Check, check, check. Good. Do I sound okay, or do I sound crappy, or blah? I sound blah. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys can hear me, because the headphones are not cooperating. There's Bridget.
Can you hear me?
Just barely. Just a little bit.
All right, how's that?
Yes.
Okay. Something's wrong with my volume. Okay, whatever. Are we live?
Yeah. Yeah, we're live.
Hey, everybody. Oh, yeah, it says right there, live on,
Live on the YouTube.
I can't hear you. Hold on. What's wrong with my volume?
It might be me. It might be me. I don't know. I might have to yell. I don't know. Everybody said they can hear me, but it's just a little different. So I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like muffled.
Well, I don't like that. I don't know why it'd be muffled.
To me, it sounds muffled.
Well, that's what Hank says too. But the headphones are not working. They're like, nope. Let me look. I don't know why it would. I don't know why it would sound that way.
Toddles.
There's Todd.
Todd. Todd.
Bridget.
Wow, finally.
Well, I'm a newbie.
I'm like, hello. Hello. Anybody there?
Are you alive?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, barely. I'm barely.
Like did the last month or so you've been going to auction every day?
No, just 3 days, but it feels like a month.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. What? Yeah. Anyway. I guess.
So, hi, Valerie.
I had to rent another 10 by 10 storage unit.
So did I.
I have two 10 by 20s. I just had to get a 10 by 10. Yesterday at the auction in the morning, I text messaged the storage guy and I said, hey, do you have another unit I can have just for a couple months? So he told me the number and he said, yeah, just put your lock on it. It's fine. And so we got there last night and we were loading it in and he happened to come around and he yells out his window, bye, bye, bye. Yeah, I know. Because that way you make more money. And Todd, you got a storage unit?
Yeah, I did a stupid thing. I bought out the end of a estate sale / garage sale.
Mm-hmm.
So that was.
It wasn't stupid. You'll make money. Valerie, we can't.
I'm overwhelmed.
Is that better? Can you hear
You
me?
sound like you're inside of a drum.
Shoot. You know, you made me buy these darned old headphones.
Oh, wow, inside these headphones.
So what size unit did you get there, Todd?
I got a 10 by 10.
Good. It'll be nice. You could take stuff out of the house and, store it in there.
I swore I would never do that. I swore I would never buy so much stuff that I had to have a storage unit, but
You know what? We've all said that.
it's just,
And we've all lied.
it just had to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There was just simply no place else to put stuff here.
So what kind of stuff did you get?
Oh, we got boxes and boxes of clothes. We got 4, 5 boxes of books.
Wow.
Have to scan all those and probably donate a ton of those. Oh gosh, tchotchkes, knickknacks.
Cool.
You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
tons of
Bric-a-brac.
little glass thingies that sit on your shelf and porcelain thingies that sit on your shelf. And
Some of that, with selling those cats, some of that stuff would be worth money.
yep. So much. Got a box of shoes and they're all trash. They're just going into the trash can.
Hank, I'm betting he's going to have 2 by this time next year. He'll have 2 units, or he'll upgrade this one to a 10 by 20.
No, and I told the guy, I'm gonna pay you through her, and I plan not to need it after that.
Yeah, well, guess what? I said the same thing with my second one.
Yeah,
And
but I'm a part-time reseller. I don't need that.
no,
much.
you're not. You are not part-time. No matter what you say, you are not a part-time reseller.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not. You are not part-time.
If I was full-time, I would spend more time at it and make more money.
Todd, you are full-time. How many hours a day do you spend listing and packing?
2.
Liar. You are such a liar.
No, I mean, if I averaged it out 6 days a week, I might do 3 or 4 hours a day on it.
I don't believe you.
If you added in our chat time, then you might have to jump that to 5 hours, but that's about all I do.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
Because with the hours you spend sourcing, you have to take that into effect. How many hours do you spend sourcing?
This week I spent 4 hours sourcing.
Total. That includes the rummage sale. That includes garage sales.
Yep. It was all just Friday morning is all I did.
That includes loading it all into your vehicle, dropping it all off at storage.
No, I didn't include that.
I didn't think so. That's all included in this whole thing.
Do I sound any better?
No.
Oh, shoot. I don't know.
What's wrong with your headphones?
I don't know. Like they won't come on. They just keep, like they are not connecting to the Bluetooth or something.
Oh.
Unplug your little computer thing and plug it back in. The little thing that goes in the computer.
Yeah.
Unplug it and plug it back in. Then try it.
Right, Carol. He spends 8 hours just on Sunday.
Yeah, but if you average it out, no.
He's
Like-
full time. He can be quiet. He's full time. He does between 30 and 40 hours every single week.
No.
Yes. Where's Gwen?
She went to work.
Oh. Oh, is school in session now?
They haven't had any students until tomorrow. Well, I don't know if they start tomorrow.
Hank says you have to also include the time you are laid out in the grass because your back hurts from hauling all this stuff.
That's true. Yesterday, I spent nearly the whole day repairing cars. And,
Repairing cars.
yeah,
Whose cars?
Gwen's,
Oh.
her battery started leaking acid and ate through the little portion of the metal that connects to the battery terminal.
Oh no.
And so I had to replace that end thing on the cable. And then I had to replace the battery, which doing it myself saved. It only took me about an hour to do that,
Mm-hmm.
but it probably saved me $150 doing it myself.
Right. Pay the labor. Hi, reseller rowboat.
That is Beth.
What?
That's Beth.
Like our Beth?
Uh-huh. She changed her brand.
Oh, hi, Beth.
So does that sound better?
Little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit?
No.
No,
What?
you're not as muffled. I can hear you better.
Okay. That doesn't sound great.
You just don't sound normal.
No.
No. I've never been accused of being normal, so I guess I'm okay.
It's definitely better.
Well,
Are-
as long as
Are
it's
you
bad,
sure the microphone is hooked up to the one that's on your headset?
yeah.
Okay. I don't know then.
I don't know either.
Todd,
We're gonna wing it. I don't have anything important to say anyway, so
Yes, you do.
all is well. All is well.
So yeah, Bridget, Gwen and I were hauling all that stuff home from the estate sale. And we pulled in and got a bite to eat. And then when we went back out on the parking lot to finish going home, her car wouldn't start.
oh gosh.
So that corrosion had just eaten through that connecting. So I kind of scrounged it around to where it would connect. And we moped it on home, and then it died in front of the house.
Oh jeez.
So,
Well, I'm glad you could do stuff like that because it does save you money.
well, I can't do a lot of things, but fortunately, it was not real technical. The worst thing about it was Gwen had to take my pickup to her work yesterday, and it had all of my tools in it.
Oh gosh.
So unscrewing all those bolts and stuff around the battery, I was making do with pliers and tools that just aren't meant to do that kind of work. I mean, they work, but it's very tedious and the wrong thing to use, and et cetera, et cetera. So that made the job go even longer.
I bet there was a lot of freaking around there yesterday. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Freaking Rick snacking battery.
Yeah.
But the battery and the cable thing cost me $109, including tax. So
Huh?
That's a lot cheaper than taking it to Pep Boys and getting them to do it for $300 probably.
Yeah. Well, that's the good thing is you were able to, you know, get it done yourself. And I mean, definitely it's better to do it yourself. It's cheaper. You don't have to pay for anything, you know, pay for service. But, you know, in some cases like me, a lot of times I wouldn't know how to do any of that.
Right.
Not have the tools or anything like that. So you're just kind of like, you know, you're
Yeah.
forced in certain situations to do that.
Knowing my luck, I would try it and then end up breaking something else, and then
Right.
end up costing me way more than it would have in the first place.
If I had spent the same amount of time making listings on eBay, would I have made $150 instead? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
Did you get all your shipping done too?
Yeah.
That's good.
After I got her car to work, then I was able to get it off to the post office.
Good. I'm glad you got everything done.
And go to the storage unit guy and rent that size storage unit.
You were just a busy bee yesterday, huh?
That was another one of those guys that couldn't quit talking, and you go, "Oh, I kind of need to go."
That's how my storage unit guy is. Yeah. He'll just stand there and talk and talk.
Talkie.
But I've learned to, I just do what I need to do in the unit as he's talking to me.
Yep.
So
Eventually they get the hint.
sometimes.
Sometimes, not always. This is true.
Yeah, Hank, I didn't have to. I got her car working, so I was able to drive to the post office. I should have asked him while I was there, "Hey, can I just call in if I need packages picked up?"
Yeah.
I just like going to the post office. I like going in there and seeing my stuff scanned in and saying hi to the crew over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to know people.
Get you out of the place.
Nice.
If it wasn't for going to the post office every day, I'd never get out of the house. On weekdays, I wouldn't.
My favorite clerk and I go through each name on packages and make fun of their names. Sometimes we make fun of their destination. Jakarta? Where's Jakarta? Is that in Texas? You know, and this is going to Ramadan who? I'm like, who? Who? You know, it's a thing.
That's good. I mean, you know, you've developed a relationship with, you know, your mail crew.
Yeah, they're pretty funny.
That's good.
And the postmaster has to work the window when the others are at lunch and stuff. So if I have just 2 or 3 packages, he'll throw his arms out like, "Is this it? Where's the rest of it?"
Yep, I get that too
Yeah.
a lot.
What happened?
Yeah,
You must not be working very hard.
oh no. He's like, "Is this it?" Smart aleck. It's funny.
Oh,
So what have you been up to, Miss Valerie?
I kind of, well, yesterday was just a weird day. I'm doing this thing, or I'm trying to do this thing anyway, of taking Mondays off,
Oh, okay.
and not so much everything taking the day off, but mainly taking the day off from listing.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
just have a no listing day. Try to focus more on inventory, reorganizing, because that's always a thing. It's always going to be a thing. Um, and so I didn't get any of that done yesterday. I'll just be truthful. It was weird because I got off the show and then what happened? I don't remember what happened. But anyway, I got off the show and I had to go somewhere. Oh, I had to go do some errands. That's right. And then I got back around 12. Both the girls called, and I hadn't even got my shipping done yet. And I had this big picture to wrap up and pack, and it was a crazy day. So I got to the post office about 3:30 finally, and got home about 4, and then I was just like, I was exhausted. I was tired, and
I hear you.
I didn't really get a whole lot done, to tell you the truth.
Well, it was Monday. You said you were taking Mondays off.
Yeah, I mean, but I didn't get any inventory done. I didn't do my Amazon shipment. I didn't do.
That's not taking Mondays off, though.
Well, I know, but I know.
Taking Mondays off that's
So
when
I took the day off.
good.
So that's kind of my thing, is like I want to be able to schedule appointments, and anything that I'm doing, I do a lot of sourcing on Monday, and so that's the whole thing behind it being Monday, and you're kind of getting out of the weekend, and then you can kind of take a reprieve, and then when Tuesday comes, you can start ramping it back up for the weekend. I don't know. Sounds good in theory. I don't know if it'll all work out, but
Yeah, well, some Mondays there's so much packing to do that I
right.
don't feel like doing a whole lot after.
That's true.
Of course, I'm a really slow packer. I
Yeah.
watched Lonnie do some packing on his show, and I'm like, God, I wish I could do that fast.
I was all caught up, like, because I had the 2-day handling.
Mm-hmm.
So Friday, I made sure every single thing that had to go out, because I knew I wasn't going to be home Monday.
Right.
So I had to make sure every single thing that had to go out Monday was out on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I did that. And now today I have 57 that have to go out
Awesome.
from the weekend. But yeah. It'll get done.
Yeah. And you still have JR working for you, right?
Yeah, he does a lot of the packing. Yep.
That's good.
Yeah, especially now, that's good because now I have a lot to list. Not that I didn't have a lot to list before.
Right. You just have more.
I just have a lot more. Oh, God. We actually brought 2 vehicles to the auction yesterday.
Did you really?
Well, because we had to pick up the rest of those Cabbage Patch dolls that we got. Because we couldn't fit them all in my van with everything else. And I'm glad we did, because those filled his whole truck. And then my van was filled to the roof and the passenger seat with stuff. So,
Oh, gosh.
and I still would have liked to gotten a couple other things, but I just didn't have room.
Yeah.
I just didn't have room. And there was still so much left over. Oh my gosh. He could have done a whole nother auction day.
Wow.
Yeah. There was just a ton of stuff left over.
Y'all are gonna have to get you like a box truck or something.
We were talking about it, but now he's talking about getting like a van, like, one of those full-size vans that are like commercial vans.
Right.
He's talking about that. So we'll see.
Yeah. Something a little bit larger. You don't have any seats in your van, do you?
No, I took all the seats out. I have no seats in my van.
Did you get any of the watches or jewelry from that
Yes.
sale?
Yes, from the Saturday sale, I did. And I have them put aside so I can show you, Todd, later.
Me want to see. Show me, show me.
Yeah, Jody had Sam's Audi, and they had that full, but Philip here. God. So anyway, I have a lot of stuff, but winter's coming, and there's not a lot of auctions in the winter.
Exactly.
I stock up.
That's exactly right.
I got enough crap to last me way into the fall.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I am gonna have to. I haven't changed my handling time yet, and I need to do that.
Why? What's it?
Huh?
What's it on right now?
One day.
Oh.
I just thought maybe that would help me kind of, get some sales and everything, but I really don't see that it's made that big of a difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and change it to the 2 day is just so much better. It just gives you a little more of a cushion. Most times I'm gonna send stuff out as if it were 1 day handling. But,
yeah, that's what I do. But then that 2 days just gives you that little extra if you need it,
Yeah, absolutely.
If you can find something, or it just gives you that little extra day.
Yep. So that's
Hey, Lori.
something I'm gonna do.
Morning.
Morning, Lori.
Good morning.
Yeah, if I'm going garage selling on Saturday, then I don't have to do any shipping on Saturday because I've got 2 days.
Right. Yeah, Liz, I didn't notice anything either.
I think buyers look at when they get it and not to see if it's a 1 day or a 2 day.
Right. And a lot of times, because I'll have parcel, but I'll ship it priority because it's cheaper than parcel, but they paid for parcel, so they always get it ahead of time anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I usually and that's one thing that I do not do is I do not ship on Saturdays at all.
Right. I don't either. I refuse to do shipping on Saturdays.
Because that's not counted in your, in your shipping time, because it's just business days. So I've never shipped in. The only time that I will ship, and this is kind of not really demented, but like for Poshmark, if I get a sale, like say Friday night on Poshmark, and I can, it's easily found and I can package it up. I can take it to the post office on Saturday, because the quicker they get it, the quicker you get paid, basically.
Right.
But most times I don't even do that.
The only time I'll go on Saturdays is during fourth quarter. Sometime if I have, if it's overabundance of stuff, I'll take it on a Saturday just to get it out of the house.
Yeah.
But for the most part, Saturday's my post office free day.
Yeah. Yep, I do agree. What's up with you, Miss Lori?
What's up with me? I'm still trying to wake up.
There you go. We're glad we could be your wake up crew.
She had a busy weekend fishing.
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Yes, I did. I had a blast.
That's awesome.
Awesome, Carol.
Absolute blast. Now, what in the world? I got stuff going on all over here. Jeez. I got 2 Zoom boxes popped up for some reason. There's 2. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Carol said she sold a $80 handbag on Macari. I forgot I had things listed.
That's great, Carol.
That's awesome. Very good.
Yeah, Swag says I caught some fish. I did catch some fish over the weekend.
Some big fish.
Yes. The biggest was a 28. It was almost 29 pounds.
Oh
And
my
she
God.
tore up my fingers because, they got them little razor sharp teeth little things.
Yeah.
And she got caught in the net. And I don't know how she got my bobber weave through there. I really don't know how, but we couldn't get her out of the net. So I had to reach in. And they got that bone across the bottom and reach my hands in and pick her up to get her out of the net. And she flopped and I got scrapes and scars. I was like, come on, you big bitch. She was a big piggy. I had a ball. And childhood was my nephew and our childhood friend went with us with his kids and his nephew. So those boys, the one had never caught a catfish in his life, and I think he's probably about 18. And he caught his first catfish, and he was all over that lake trying to catch him. It was fun. So by the end of the night, they were calling me Aunt Laurie because that's what my nephew and Chucky always called me. So they were calling me Aunt Laurie. Aunt Laurie Cove sandwich. Oh, okay. But they were like, thanks for showing us young boys how to fish because these two old geezers don't know how to do it. So I've been doing that for 40 years. I ain't about to stop now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. So we're going to go again before the end of the season. One guy pulled a 60-pound shovel head out. That
Oh
was
my
a
gosh.
monster. I was like, good God. I mean, I've seen big fish before, but the shovel heads, they're huge.
Yeah.
Or
That is
flat heads.
crazy.
We call them shovel heads around here because that's what they look like.
Yeah.
But it was big.
Wow.
But it's good to get out and do that and get away from, this for a while.
Right.
So
I do
now
agree.
it recharges catfishing recharges my batteries. I get all hyped up when I catch them. So,
Where's Sleeping Beauty this morning?
Ew.
Sorry.
I don't know. Oh, she had to go with Brandon to a doctor's appointment.
Oh, okay.
Liz says she just sold a $65 Grateful Dead t-shirt this morning.
That's awesome.
Holy mackerel. That's crazy. Good job.
That's great, Liz.
I'm still working on my Amazon package. I don't know if that thing will ever get done.
Liz, is that something you got from a storage unit? Yeah, I just scanned some stuff in this morning, Valerie. So
I've been working on this for 5 days, 6 days. I got to figure out how to print the labels. I think I figured it out, but I gotta figure out how to print the labels because on the regular Amazon
okay.
site.
Did you talk to Maggie?
No.
Because Maggie does. That's what she uses.
Does she use regular?
Yeah, she doesn't use anything but the regular Amazon site.
Okay, but she doesn't have a Dymo.
No, but she has that other one.
Okay.
So maybe I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I found a video and it showed how you could do that, how you could print your labels from just the regular Amazon site. So I'm going to try that, and because I still have to label everything.
I should try it again. I should really sit down and learn it. It would save me $50 a month.
Yeah, that's yeah. I liked it. It was pretty put together, but I just couldn't. I couldn't just. I don't know. It was almost like a mind block. Like, I know I can do this on Amazon, and not have to pay $50 a month.
Right.
I don't know. And Liz, she uses the 30-up labels.
What's that?
So I might have to get me some of those, and I know those are a lot easier.
What's 30-up labels?
They're just like what are they? Avery.
Oh.
The address labels.
Okay.
And that's what I used when I first did it. Because you just print them out on your on your printer, and Yeah, they're those pick and stick sheets.
See, I
Yeah.
don't have a regular printer hooked up to my Mac. I just
Okay.
have a label printer. I mean, my other printer, my laser printer is wireless, so I guess I could probably
Yeah.
connect to it. So that's over at the other on Chris's desk.
But I did do a little RA shopping yesterday. I had to go to the store, so I got a few was scanning, and there was this lady, she was coming down the aisle and she's looking at what I'm doing, kind of trying to be nonchalant and not really, she didn't want to appear that she was being nosy, but I could, tell that she was. And hi, she comes up, she said, hi, how are you today? I said, I'm fine. And she's, look at these stuffed animals. Aren't those so cute? And I'm like, yeah, those are just adorable. Those are so cute. And yeah, she's just, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get in your way. And, walked real slow by me. And I don't know.
She's scanning your carts, what she's doing, see what you had in it.
Mhm.
See what she snatched out of there while you weren't looking.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the other day I was at the thrift store, and I had a basket full of books, and I had the cart behind me, and then there was for some reason I never see anybody in the book department at that thrift store.
Wow.
And for some reason, since I was there, everybody else was interested. And so here I am, doing my thing, and I'm not moving for anybody. I'm just, and there's, people that come and they look and they're, and then they just kind of mosey on out of the way. And, but there was this one man, so I heard something like, noise behind me, and I looked behind me and this lady's going through my cart.
Oh, geez.
And I said, that's my cart. And so I go to move the cart, and then she swoops in where I was looking at the books. So what did I do? I just scooted right in front of her, and she goes, "Can I at least look over your shoulder?" Are you kidding me? You could survive. You'll be fine. Oh my gosh, people are so weird. Never see anybody over there.
Well, until they see somebody over there, and then they
Well, yeah,
the auction.
that's true. Yep.
Nobody's bidding on something. Then when you bid $1, all of a sudden somebody else wants it because you're bidding. It's like, okay.
I had to look twice. I thought that was a Bud Light can. I had so many of those.
You're seeing them.
Yeah. Well, they're the tall. It's the same color. So it's like, my nephew was still drinking them at 6 o'clock yesterday morning because we fished from Sunday 8 a.m. till Monday yesterday a.m. So he drank all night.
Oh my gosh.
He wasn't driving though, so.
That's right, Hank. Accidental elbows. Sorry about that. Run over a couple of toes. Yep, that'll scare them off too.
I've had people grab stuff out of my cart. I'm like, me? I think you're going to put that back now. Oh, and then they pulled it. Oh, I didn't realize it was your cart. I thought it was a stocking cart. No, the stocking carts are the big canvas ones. They're like 3 times the size of a grocery cart.
Oh,
I wasn't born yesterday.
but
Come here.
I ended up getting quite a few books. I think I got like 70 books, and
Come here.
and I think I got them at
There. Say hello.
like 22 cents a piece.
This is Mr. Troublemaker this morning.
Uh-oh.
Someone brought me the spider the other day.
Hi, baby. Oh, he's so cute.
His name is Dougie.
Aww.
They had Douglas on his adoption papers, but we call him Dougie. Now you'll leave me alone, won't you? He don't like to be picked up, so he'll leave me alone then. I got you. He likes to come up and sit on your lap on his own accord, but if you pick him up, he'll leave you alone all day.
Huh.
He's weird. He's a strange cat. But I'm his human, so wherever I'm at, he has to be up my butt. Like you just
Yes, I understand.
He's in control.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, cats are like that.
he's my little hemorrhoid.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're big on swooping in late. We'll wait until everybody's done bidding, and then we'll bid. Let them do all the work.
Yep.
Bitch.
Better than my dogs. Oh my gosh.
Teresa had a cat, or Teresa's sister had a cat. Used to do that. You could take a hair bow and fling it, and it would go get it and bring it back. But it was only hair bows. It wouldn't play with anything else. That'd be like a stretchy bow, and she'd go get it and bring it right back. I was like, that's the first time I've ever seen a cat play fetch.
Mine steals Q-tips. I have to hide them at night. Because
Dougie steals everything. If
I don't-
something's missing, crazy.
yeah, if I don't hide the Q-tips, I wake up in the morning with Q-tips all over the house.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
He
yeah.
finds everything. I'll find stuff where he's gotten in here on my desk, and he'll take stuff off my desk, and he takes it in there and puts it in his food bowl. Just whatever he can carry in his mouth. My knee brace was in there one day. He steals Bambi's toys. He'll take them in there on the other, because we have a baby gate up to keep the dogs out of the litter box so they don't become turd herders, you know.
Right.
So he goes and takes everything in the laundry room and puts everything in there, little pile. It's like,
Yep. Yep. Dogs are my heart. Yep.
oh, I like dogs and cats.
I would love to get a dog, but we just like to travel too much to have a dog.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be, it wouldn't be fair. And I just,
Unless you get a little one like Bambi and take her with you.
yeah. Yeah. I
I
don't
see
know.
a lot of people at auctions that have their little dogs, like the outside auctions and stuff. They
Right.
take their animals with them.
I wouldn't have had room to put the dog.
Put it in a car seat. Have you seen those where people put their dogs in car seats and strap them in like there's a little baby?
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm.
I just don't think it would be fair to the dog.
Yeah.
Like, we go to Florida, now we're going to California, we went to South Carolina this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't think it'd be fair. So
It is hard when you have dogs, and then for us, we have to arrange for somebody to come stay with them,
Right.
or come feed them, keep them on their schedule and stuff like that. But,
right. I mean, where cats are pretty easy, Although if she would go in a crate, I would probably take her to California with me.
Yeah.
But oh man, try getting her in a crate. Holy hell, what is that? Oh, it's Tom. Hi, Tom.
Did you think it was a Blues Brothers or something?
I didn't know what the heck it was. I'm like, who is that?
It's an old fat man.
Good to
Tom,
see
did you
you,
get locked
Tom.
out of your house again?
No, I'm just sitting here waiting on my car to be cleaned up.
Oh, okay.
God, I look terrible, don't I?
No, you don't.
No, I just didn't know who you were at first. I'm like, wow.
I need to shave.
Looked like somebody was coming live from the jail cell or something.
God.
I'm sitting outside the car wash.
or that cartoon character that this little hair sticks out the side. He wears glasses. Can't think of his name. His little comic character.
Yep,
Good
we
Well, I'm sitting here. What the hell? I'll try logging in.
did. There you go. And you got in.
Yep.
Good job.
Laura, You gonna make some catfish stew with all that catfish you caught?
No, those were catch and release. That was a pay lake. And one of them, not a one of them was a tag fish. Not even the big one that one guy caught was a tag fish.
No.
Really?
Dang. But I still had fun. That's I can catch a 2-pounder and still have fun. Those things put up a fight like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah. Especially if you'll catch one on like a lip rod.
Yep.
One that's not real hard.
Light action, yeah.
Yeah, light action. That sucker will.
Now mine was I had a 12-foot, what they call a surf rod. It had that 28-pounder, had it bent over pretty good. So I can imagine what a 60-pounder would do.
Did you guys hear that? That means they were locked in the cells.
Yeah. Down.
Bridget, you have spent a lot of time in jails, apparently.
No.
I think we're gonna have to call somebody and have you investigated.
Investigate away, buddy.
Where are you? At Mike's Car Wash or something?
I'm at the Turtle.
The turtle.
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 The turtle
It's
here.
called Turtle Car Wash.
Turtle wax.
Yeah. So, running some last minute errands. I'm gonna try to do some listing this afternoon.
Woohoo!
So maybe I'll come back to some sales.
Got a few to pack and a few to list.
So Bridget, you started listing all them Barbies yet?
I didn't buy Barbies. We bought Cabbage Patch. We bought some Barbies, but there wasn't that many that were worth anything. So we bought some Barbies, but we bought all the Cabbage Patch dolls.
Well, there's this fella down in Texas. You might can find some clothes for them Cabbage Patch kids.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, where's the mic? There it is. Let me move around here.
You're going to get some extra.
It's getting noisy. How does this thing look? Is the video okay on it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over here and sit on the corner in the shade where it's like a homeless person. I tell you what, it drops 30 degrees between the sunshine and this. As you can tell, there's a breeze.
Yeah.
But getting over here in the shade, woo, that's a big difference. My fat was sweating.
It's pretty bad when your fat is sweating.
I'm gonna tell you what, it is bad when your fat sweats. I can't tell who's all in here, so I'm not being rude.
No, we've got Lori and we've got Todd and me and Bridget.
That's who's in here, Tom.
Okay. Well, I might when I leave here. And what time is it? 9:50. I might make it in there when I'm getting ready to leave here since they fish dry my car.
Yeah, it's super windy.
Do what?
I said it's super windy. Windy. It's noisy.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay.
Well, you can mute me. You have the authority.
You're fine right there. You're just don't move.
Okay, right here.
Back to pose, baby.
Well, I got the mic and everything pointed away from all the noise, so.
Okay, you're good.
Sorry. I'm new at this mobile stuff. You know, I need to consult Nikki next time I do it.
Well, just fine.
She's the pro at being on the run.
Yeah.
And my allergies are killing me this morning.
We had some bad storms here too, Joanna, last night. We had some thunder. It rattled this whole house. Like, damn.
We're supposed to have thunderstorms moving through here tonight. I hope not.
Morning, Joanna. It was so humid last night. I knew a tornado was coming. Did hit our town though. So it hit, there was a tornado that came through your town? That's crazy. Yeah, it was like the last 2 nights or 2 days really. It's probably coming your way, Valerie. Yahoo! Um, yeah, the last couple of nights have been, or days have been crazy humid. Like I wouldn't have been surprised if it was 100% humidity because it was just so,
Hey, Kimberly.
it was so thick. You couldn't really do anything outside because it was just so blah. Usually it doesn't get that bad here. Usually it's pretty, you know, in the low 90s and a little bit of humidity. But yeah, the last two were just, but I think the heat index was like 110 or something like that. It was absurd.
Yeah, I had my camera turned off. I haven't even brushed my hair this morning.
Well, you look fine when you popped in earlier.
Oh, thanks.
I went and got my hair did.
You went to the play. So
Well,
what's everybody doing today?
getting ready to go get my car. I'll talk to you in a few minutes.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
I'm listing.
I'm gonna list too.
Oh, that's how you do that.
Bye, Tom.
I'm trying to.
Bye, Tom.
I'm trying to. I'm gonna have to turn my phone off.
Bye, Tom. Bye,
Sherry
Tom.
saw Bridget in action on Pat's video.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You know what's funny is I had no clue who he was. No.
Really?
Oh, I never seen him before in my life, and I didn't, I wasn't subscribed to his channel. I had no idea who it was until somebody on our message chat said, who was it? I don't know if it was Hank or somebody said that, or Ansley. One of them said, wait, I think this person's at the same auction you're at.
Mm-hmm.
And then they sent me a link, and so I looked. Yeah, but I had no clue who he was.
So he came up and talked to you for a minute.
Yeah, we talked in the back. Yeah, for a few minutes.
That's good.
But yeah, I had no idea. I just don't watch you know what I mean? Like I can't keep up with.
Yeah.
I have too much to do.
You gotta worry. I mean, you're there for one reason only.
Right.
And that is to buy stuff. I get it.
Sherry. But he was very nice. Everybody that was there was very nice. Eric was there. I talked to him for a little bit. He was super nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's good. It's always good to meet people. But I would say, the auction is probably not a good place to do that. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it was fine.
You just can't spend a whole lot of time, talking. You gotta
No. And I didn't.
Yeah.
And they were working too. I mean, they were there for working too. So.
Yep. Like, hi and nice to meet you, and okay, time to go back to work.
Yep.
We're gonna miss this auction if we keep talking, so that's understandable. Does he go to very many auctions?
Who?
Pat D's.
I don't know. He doesn't live around me, so.
Okay.
I mean, I think he lives in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
But this was like a specialty auction.
Okay.
And I think Jason and Eric had planned on going to this one because, you know, it was a lot of specialty items,
Right.
watches and clocks and radios and, you know, stuff right up their alley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, but
That's cool. Yeah, it's been a long time since I talked to Eric.
yeah, Eric said it was 9.5 hours to get to that auction. He spent the night and then he was going back to Jason's Saturday night. But that auction lasted late. I mean, we didn't get out of that auction till about 9 o'clock.
Wow.
So then they still had to travel back to Pennsylvania.
Ugh.
So
I wouldn't do good with that. I'd have to get a hotel. I don't like to travel long distances like that. Especially at night.
yeah, no.
I don't.
If we didn't have an auction to go to on Sunday, we
Mhm.
would have spent the night somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, the auctioneer always opens up his home for us. You know, he'll let Chris and I stay the night if we want. But we had to unload my van. There was no way we could stay the night. So
Right.
Did those other guys buy a bunch of stuff?
yeah. I'm not sure about the Pat guy, but or what's his name? Is his name Pat?
Pat, yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure about him, but yeah, Eric and Jason bought a lot. They were like my biggest competition there.
Really?
For a lot of the stuff, yeah.
Wow.
So, it was fun.
Friends at an auction.
It was fun, you know, and I don't mind when people bid against me. I don't care, you know.
Yeah.
I'll bid up to a number, and that's what I'm bidding up to. You want to bid more than me? Go for it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get upset or mad or
No.
you know, whatever. So it is what it is.
It's just that's part of the game. I mean, it's part of it.
Oh my God, she did, Johanna?
What happened?
Her mom bought her a baby grand piano last Friday.
Oh my gosh.
At the auction house? How the heck did you get that home? I would think you'd have to hire movers or something for that.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, it takes some pretty heavy duty equipment to move pianos.
Hey, Sally.
Sally. Did you go to the DG today?
She's still waiting.
She said she had a plan.
Oh, okay.
She was going to go to the DG.
Oh, awesome, Johanna. That's great. She said it was only $130 and her cousins and his roofing crew is going to go get it.
Oh, wow.
That's cool. And now when you get it home, do you have to like have somebody come in and tune it and stuff for you? I know nothing about pianos.
Yeah, pianos get out of tune just moving them.
That's what I thought.
So they have to be retuned.
Yep.
Huh.
That's a great deal though for a baby grand piano.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
What brand is it, Johanna? I'm asking her too many questions.
No, you're not. Oh.
Uh-oh.
So she went to Houghton Lake, but no candy. Dang it. She's hunting pennies.
She does good with that.
I never can find anything in our Dollar General for pennies except an actual penny laying outside, you know, on the ground. But as far as anything inside, I think our Dollar General's on top of the game. They know what's going on.
Yeah.
I have not found anything, not even remotely close to anything on their sites.
I found a couple things one time, and I don't have patience.
Ours is a Dollar General marketplace, so it has the groceries and everything. So I don't know if that makes a difference, because I know that your standard Dollar General looks like something blew up in there.
Uh-huh.
This Dollar General is so neat, clean, and tidy. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but between a marketplace and a standard Dollar General, but the next town over, if you go over into that one, it literally looks like somebody just took a dump truck full of stock and just dumped it in there because it's
Oh.
everywhere. It's
That's
not organized or nothing.
I've done it a couple of times, but it's, I don't know, doesn't seem worth it. And it's kind of boring to me.
Yeah, I get bored fast. I can't, like Sally, she has a patience of,
Yeah.
she just,
I would much rather go to an auction or a garage sale.
Mhm.
So we have our Dollar General, and right next door is our thrift shop. So it's like, do I want to stand here all day looking for a penny item, or do I want to go down here? And I'm going down here.
Yeah.
she said she got 5 bed bug trackers for 5 cents.
Nice. That's a good deal. You know, that's the thing, is anything that you can, you know, make money on. I mean, you got them for very cheap, so you should be able to make some money on those, and you know, get a return. So
Hansley.
absolutely.
Lindsay's gracing us with her presence today.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm going today to get another load of crap.
Oh, you got to get some more.
Oh, you haven't gotten it all yet?
Oh hell no!
You
Now,
get- you
The
said you
first
got.
trip we
you got-
filled up Wynn's car and my pickup. So no,
So-
I got a third of it. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's okay.
No, is it, was it like 2 different places or one whole place?
Well, yeah, just one. It's a beautiful. It's like $1 million home out in the suburb of kind of an out suburb of Waco, and just beautiful homes in the neighborhood. Anyway, they have like a 200-foot driveway, and about half of it was lined with boxes of clothes and books, and then a 3-car garage was completely full of tables with stuff all over the tables.
Wow.
So they said they would help and box a bunch of it up and have it ready for me to pick up next time I come out. So that was nice.
Yeah, that is nice. Well, good for you, Dad.
Be done with it. She inherited her mother's monster storage unit, and they actually hired a trucking company to bring it out to their place. So they had like a moving van, you know, one of the big 18-wheel moving vans, just unloading stuff into their driveway.
Wow. Oh, you'll do good. You'll do really good.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of digging, sorting, throwing away. But not, the stuff is a lot nicer, cleaner than a storage unit.
Right.
But it feels a lot like a storage unit buy because it's just such a big volume all at one time. And the same type of stuff that you get in storage units. Except
Have
for
you found any like gold or anything yet?
no, they had the jewelry separated and most of it was gone when I did the buyout.
Oh, okay. Yeah, still, you'll do good. Are you gonna video it? Did you video it yet?
No,
Are you going to?
nah.
Yes. That was a yes, right? Valerie, did you hear a yes?
I heard something that sounded like a yes.
Yeah, I heard a yes. Lori heard yes. So
Man,
he's gonna
Yes,
be
from
videoing
Bridget.
it.
I'll see what I can do. I don't know.
Todd, I'll bug you till you do it. You know
Hey,
this.
did you want that other demo?
Yeah. Can you message me and let me know how much you want for it?
Already did. $1 million.
Right.
Well, I ignored that message. Could you message me again?
With a reasonable amount.
You want to trade some gold and silver for it? No.
Sure.
Uh,
Send me all the watches you bought this weekend and we'll call it even.
I don't know if they were good.
I'm willing to take that chance. How many watches did you get, do you think?
I think I got 6 pocket watches.
Yeah, I'll do the deal.
6 or 7. I don't know. I'll have to look. I have them aside somewhere in the mess.
Underneath your bed with the jewelry.
They're not under my bed. That's where the gold and silver is.
Oh, okay.
They haven't made it under the bed yet. Oh my God. I'll never forget that day. Todd's like, what? You have silver under your bed? Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you
My silver I got under my bed might be a fork or a spoon. Silverware.
you list all this other stuff and you got thousands of dollars worth of silver and gold to list. And I'm like, why don't you list that stuff first? That'll bring you in a ton of money.
I know. I should.
I mean, it's your business. I'm just wondering.
I still have. I mean, I listed quite a bit of the gold.
Hi, Ansley. You little Ansley girl, you're the Ansliest girl I know. Ansley can be kind of a pest.
What?
She's in a good way. A good pest. Ansley's kind of like having a pet. You really like it, you know?
Oh my goodness.
You like having them around because they're so fun, but
Pain in the ass
they
sometimes.
can be a pest. Yeah.
What's she gonna get
Ansley, are you hearing this? She says, Todd is being grumpy nice.
But then I blew it.
you?
Where'd everybody go?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, I went to the screen. I was like, what happened?
We're here.
Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad I'm here too.
You missed it.
Yeah, I'd rather be there. No, I just noticed something missing off my office door. There's a big open area that used to have pictures. It's like, okay, where did that go?
Oh no.
So it must have fallen off somewhere. It was my like a
You
Star
missed it,
Wars
Valerie.
collage.
What did I miss?
Todd said he's going to do a big haul video on what he bought.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
When are you going to do that?
I
Tomorrow.
don't know.
Tomorrow. Oh,
Yeah.
I probably won't.
okay. I'll make sure that I'm available.
I know. He's going to go live.
So Beth used to be Ten of Hearts. Now she's Reseller Rowboat. So she's changed her brand. And basically she's making her channel more of a hub so she can keep track of like dates, birthdays, things like, just things that, people want to make sure that they know about. You know, she can make birthdays and dates known that, you know, like if somebody's in the hospital, or, you know, she can put out there, you know, put them in your prayers or whatever. And, and
Nice.
so yeah, she, you know, if you, so basically if you want anything known, or if you want anything, you know, put out there, she's a person to contact.
Like an information hotspot.
Kinda, yeah.
I don't want my age known.
I'm gonna be 50. I'm excited about it.
I'm happy to have made it to 50 years old. Considering all the shit I did growing up, I'm surprised I made it that far.
God, this is gonna be 60 in March.
I think the reseller robo, I think she just changed the name. So if you were subscribed to, or if you liked 10 Hearts, I think it just changed over to that. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, I think it's the same channel, just different name.
Yeah. So but yeah. Yeah, the YouTube town crier, basically. So exciting. I think we needed that. I think because, you know, we all get busy and we all have things going on, and
Right.
you know, 2 months down the road, you found out you forgot about somebody's birthday and you feel like crap. So
I know. I hate that.
it's good. I think today's the 13th. My brother's birthday is on the 17th. So, and I want to say he'll be 40, maybe 40 or 41. It's crazy that he's that much younger than I am. I don't like it. That's right, Ansley.
Mm-hmm.
It's a miracle alone.
Excuse me. I still have all my digits. Some of them were broken along the way, but I still have them. I have, well, the tip of one was almost completely cut off, but that was fixed. I've had drill bits through I don't know how many of them.
Oh my
Pretty
God.
funny. You walk up to your supervisor and say, "Hey, I got a drill bit through my finger. I think I need to go to the Band-Aid station." And it really was through that finger. I mean, it was completely through.
Ugh.
He's like, "Ah!"
Oh my
But it
God.
don't hurt. It hurt going in, but it don't hurt at the moment.
No,
because
now it's numb.
Oh, look at there.
Sitting there drilling apart, and it slipped, and I'm like, "Oh shit." That's gonna be sore for a few days.
You said we have a problem.
I've jammed a number 2, what do they call them, the Phillips screw heads from a drill into the webbing of my thumb, and it come out the other side.
Oh my God.
Oh, Lord.
My hands have been through hell, so. But my daughter calls them meat hooks, so.
I put a nail from the air hammer through my glove, through the web on between my thumb and first finger, and through the other side of the glove, and nailed it to the pallet.
Oh my gosh.
It hurts.
So
It's like, son of a.
my coworkers had to come over and cut my glove off, and then pry me loose from the pallet, and then extract the nail. And they're all like, fortunately, it just went through that little thin part, you know.
How old were you then?
I was in college.
Oh, see, and then he said, screw that. I'm going into teaching. It's less dangerous.
So, yeah. They said, oh, rub a little dirt on it, it'll be all right.
Yeah, sounds like something my dad would say. Is it still attached? Yeah, well, you're fine.
Yeah. Here's a Band-Aid. Go back to work.
Yeah.
You'll be all right. Yeah, that's horrible. Ugh. Ooh. Oh, there's Tom.
Here he's back.
Yeah.
I made it back.
Bridget, I'm not gonna let you go out. I tell you, I'm gonna have to start sending somebody up there to go out with you, where you get in trouble.
Are you getting in trouble?
No, I ain't getting any trouble. What the hell are you talking about?
Do you know something I don't?
She's always getting into them. She goes to this Starbucks. She has to fight because they don't give her enough latte in her cappuccino or whatever.
Cappuccino.
Chupacabra.
You don't put latte in a
I was thinking,
cappuccino.
is that a Mexican devil?
I don't know what the heck that
It's a
is.
Mexican latte, the chupacabra.
Todd, did you get all your stuff moved?
Hell no. I'm going for my second load today. It's probably, I'm hoping it's just three loads. I got one load here and getting one today, and hopefully only one more after that.
I'm telling you, you should have called Val and Brenda and whoever else that lives in that area and tell them to come over there and bring a truck and bring some cash when they come.
Hey, there's Snobby Scrap Picker.
You know, if Valerie had been anywhere close, she'd have been over there when you mentioned clothes.
Mm-hmm.
What clothes? Oh, vintage. I thought you said midget.
No, I said mentioned. Mentioned. Oh Lord.
I still don't know how you're talking.
Can't call
I
it-
don't either.
can't
I'm
say
just
it anymore. It's
I'm ready-
person.
I'm ready to get on this big boat and not worry about it anymore.
I'm selling midget clothes now.
Hey, Snobby. Well, it's a step up from the Dow clothes.
It is.
Bridget.
Moving on up.
Bridget.
Well, I am glad. I mean, I know that it's a lot of work getting it into the storage unit and you know, getting it off of the property and everything, but I think you'll be
Totally worth it.
I think it'll be a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll keep me out of trouble for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, you have to do something now that Gwen's going back to work. So
Yeah, kind of.
Well, I know, you know, when that government thing stopped, you know, being in your area, I know that you were kind of, you weren't worried, but you were somewhat concerned of, you know, where am I going to get, you know, where am I going to get stuff now, you know, because you'd done so well with that stuff, you know, all that military stuff, but you've done pretty good.
Yeah, I've found a lot of other places to source, but
It's definitely not the same.
no,
lost his
that-
old friend.
that stuff was easy for several reasons. One, I would get multiples of things.
Right.
So good.
Carol. She said, wasn't it Todd who came up with the idea to sell just a few high-priced items to up your game?
Oh, I know. Shut up.
Don't you hate that?
I hate all the little stuff.
Because you never know what's going to come around the corner.
It's true.
Next adventure is going to be...
Let's see.
Oh, Tom, when do you leave?
Huh?
When do you leave?
Tomorrow about noon.
Noon?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Or if
Where are
we're
you
gonna
driving to?
She's got
Girl.
something she's supposed to take care of in the morning, and if she just gets up in the morning and says, "Screw it all, I'm on vacation," and then we'll get dressed and get in the car and head to Charleston.
Mhm.
There you go.
But we can't check into our hotel till 3:30. So,
Right.
Oh, okay.
hey Kathy, hey Ansley, hey Snobby,
Kathy.
hey Lost Treasure 73, hey Deb.
Hey, Tom. Jeez.
Oh, that's right, you're Lost Treasure
Like, why are you
73.
saying hi to me?
That's right, you're Lost Treasures. Bargain Shopping, Carol. I think I got everybody, Donna. Sherry, hey. It's the Tom Show for a minute. Frankie, hey. How y'all doing?
You're doing fine.
I think that's
We're
everybody.
hanging in there.
Anamora. How are you? Johanna, how are you? And that's everybody. And if I did miss anybody, I'm sorry.
Morning, Queen City Picker.
Good morning.
That is so weird.
Lord have mercy. Have mercy.
Yeah, Jody was asking if that bowl made it safely. I don't know if it made it safe or not. I haven't heard from the buyer.
You haven't got a feedback yet or nothing?
Mm-mm.
Hey, Jody. I didn't see you in there. I'm sorry if you were in there.
How your mama in there?
Let me fix this right now. I don't go by Thomas.
What in the world?
He's not
It is
Thomas.
flipping out.
The only time I would have won this Thomas is if I had a son named Tommy who decided he was too old to be called Tommy and he was going to be Tom. So then you just had to move on up the food chain.
Oh, he was Thomas when his mama was mad at him.
Yeah. She was ticked about something. It was Thomas. Yes, when I graduated from high school, Tommy ceased to exist and I became Tom.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so funny. Chris, I think it was last year, the year before. You know, people wish you happy birthday on Facebook or whatever.
Right.
You know, people from high school that he knew in high school. I mean, now he's, 58 years old.
Right.
Calling him by his nickname he had in high school.
And what was that?
I'm not telling you because he got pissed. And he's like, so he would tell each and every one of them, he's like, my name is Chris. I'm an adult now. I am not in high school anymore. I think it was like Weasel or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like Chrissy or something like that.
No. No. And, he's like, we're not in high school anymore, everybody. We're in our 50s. So.
We're adults. We're
grown-ups.
adults.
They called me Headless because my last name was Headley. So
Well, we won't even address what they called me.
Oh, come on now.
Just look at the last name and start rhyming it.
Right.
Let's see. There is really nice people in this chat. Yeah, there are, Snobby. There's some good people in here.
Yeah. We're all terrible.
Yeah.
Kathy, how you feeling today, girl?
So my initials as a child was VD.
Oh, God.
I know. And people ran with that. I mean, up until, it took me forever just to figure out what VD even meant. As a child, I had no clue. And it was horrible. And people just ran with that.
Yeah.
Well, I never told anybody my middle name because of my initials with my middle name.
Mm.
The BJ. I never told anybody my middle name.
Is your middle name Joe?
Josette.
Josette.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that. We're just going to rename you. We are rebranding you. I like Josette.
Thanks.
Yeah, it is pretty.
That's very Dark Shadows.
That's exactly where it came from.
Is it?
Yep, my sister named me, and she was big into that show. She wanted my first name to be Josette, but my mom said no because she didn't want everybody to call me Joe. So
My nephew's nickname is Geezer because his hair was so white growing up that he looked like an old man. So, and it stuck. And there were so many Wilsons on the football team that they just put Geezer on his jersey.
It was like my 8th grade of high school, or junior high, whatever. No, it would have been had to been 9th grade. I had an English teacher. There was so many Tommies, Thomases, Toms in it that she started. The first 3 got to be. The first Thomas that came along was Thomas. The first Tom that came along was Tom. The first Tommy that came along was Tommy, and then everybody else started going by their middle name. So in that class, I was known as Brad.
Oh wow.
And she would call out people's names, and like me, I just sit there because I wasn't used to no one called me Brad.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Thomas Bradford, and so she just said, "Oh, he's sitting here. You'd have to start looking up."
Frankie said she said I was Frankie then and I'm Frankie now. Well, I hope you feel better, Kathy.
yes.
I know that sucks.
You know, Kathy, would help you sleep better at night.
A glass of wine.
Well,
2 glasses.
that too. A double shot of tequila would help too.
Or maybe
But
That wouldn't make her sleep, because then she'd start taking shit off, and Marcel would keep her awake.
well, I was really going to say, start going through all them boxes of stuff that Marcel got at that last storage auction. You'd be tired by the time you went through all that.
Hey,
Yep.
Carol, I just cannot imagine you being bitchy.
No.
Not you, Carol.
It's a
Not
sweetheart.
you.
I don't care what she says. She's trying to pull off this I'm a bitch, but no, I ain't buying it. Hey there, Glenn.
Hey, Glenn.
Hey, Glenn, I hope you made out well at the doctor's.
Ooh.
I got up just fine this morning. No sniffles, no nothing. And I went outside
Oh, Tom.
and got to my car and I started sneezing.
Don't get sick.
Oh, I'm not going sick. I'm not getting sick.
Have you tried that Flonase? Have you used that?
Yeah, I've got Flonase up there. I'm gonna try some. I'm gonna take.
That's what I take 2 shots every morning of it, and it seems to help. As long as I take it before I start sneezing my head off.
Yeah.
Carol, there's always a bitch in every single one of us if the situation's right.
In what? High school?
No, if the situation's right, we can all be bitches.
Oh God, I'd hate to see Bridget a bitch.
I can be. I'm telling you right now.
I know you can.
Oh, yes, I can.
We all got a little bitch in us. Even the guys.
Hey.
Oh,
Yeah,
And
but when a guy being a bitch, it means entirely different, something different.
well.
I don't mind.
No, that's
Yeah,
what
I
makes
know
it
you
worse.
don't. Poor Chris.
Oh, bless you again.
Have you got any feedback about your video appearance on Pat's video?
Tom,
Huh?
do you think I've even been on YouTube this weekend?
Sure you have.
No, I haven't. I've been so busy all weekend. I've been wide open. Is that how you say it in the South?
I don't know.
Say it one more time.
I said I've been wide open. Isn't that how you say it in the South?
Yep, that sounds close enough.
Yeah.
Wide
That's
open.
what she said.
What does that mean?
I have a friend. We went to high school together, and then we started chatting. And he's a cop, and he would always say, "Oh my gosh, I've been wide open all day." And I'm like, "What the hell does that freaking mean?" Well, he finally told me it means you're nonstop busy, like you're constantly going.
Yeah.
I had no freaking idea. I'm like, after he said it like the 5th time, I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Another thing is, you say I'm busier than a one-armed paper hanger.
To me, if I said I'm wide open, that means I have a lot of time to do whatever.
Right. That's what I would think it meant.
But yeah, in the South, it means something completely different.
Yeah,
Of course.
that refers to a carburetor when you push the gas, that valve on the top opens wide open.
Right.
Candy.
So you're going as fast as your car will allow.
Right. Okay.
I just let him say it a couple times, like I knew what the hell he was talking about. And finally, I'm like, okay, what? If you're wide open, that means you have a lot of time on your hands. So what are you talking?
No. You got it. You can't say that.
Freaking Kathy, she cracks me up. She says wide open is more of a streetwalker's term.
Wide open spaces.
Yep.
Oh, bless you, Frankie.
Leave it to Kathy to bring the streetwalker into it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want?
I need another one of these. Apparently.
You looking for something to snatch? Go in there.
We have 3rd Street here.
I missed you guys. I'm glad I'm back on.
We missed you.
I'm glad Valerie unsuspended me.
Unsuspended.
What are you talking about? Don't put that on me.
I
You
know.
were the one at the auction.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Hey, that's fine. It's done. We got a lot of stuff to do, and it's all good. I'm less stressed now about it now that we got the other storage unit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I'm good now.
Kathy says they're out there even in the heat. Yeah, we don't have a 3rd Street or red light district. We got truck stops around here, so we got lot lizards.
Mm-hmm.
And Tom did not know what a lot lizard was. I was so surprised about that.
I knew what a lot lizard was when I was 6 because my dad used to drive a truck. And I always wondered why some of them ladies were wearing leopard skin and dressed so pretty. And Mom's like, that's not pretty.
They're resellers.
Like, well,
They've
she's
sold
not-
it once and they're selling it again.
Mom's like, that ain't nothing but a lot lizard. I'm like, a what?
Uh-huh.
I thought I was like, lot lizards. Can I get a lot lizard? Like, no, you can't get them. Because I thought it was an animal.
Any of you fashionistas ever heard of Breer of Amsterdam?
Uh-uh.
I got a leather jacket here. I think it's leather. It feels leather.
So I was schooled in truck stop. You wouldn't call it etiquette, but because ain't nothing etiquette about it.
Vocabulary, I guess you could
Yeah,
say.
vocabulary, yeah.
Vernacular.
It's
When I
not
was-
an animal you can take home and put in a cage.
When I was younger, a cousin of mine was a truck driver. I mean, he had to be in like, his 50s, 60s. And I was probably maybe 12. And that's how I first heard the term. I heard him talking about lot lizards. I was the same way. I'm like, what? What is that? You in your mind when you're younger, you picture these little lizards.
Lizards running all over the truck stop, you know.
Oh, they sound so cute.
Yeah, can I come on take one off? No. And my mom would look at my dad, don't you think of it either.
Hey, Rita.
Now my father-in-law, he's drove truck all of his life, and so he used to pick up quite a few truck or hitchhikers. And some would be girls. I mean, he didn't do anything with them, but he'd pick up hitchhikers and because basically he was out on the road 3 to 4 months at a time. And then if he was close by, he'd stop, maybe get a shower, and then maybe a bite to eat, and then he'd be back on the road. Didn't really stick around a whole lot.
And a little something, something.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But he was just, and he said he picked up all kinds of people, But then there was a point where my mother-in-law told him, you don't need to do that no more. You don't need to do that. So, and I'm sure he's got plenty of stories. But
I'm sure.
Yeah, truck drivers tend to have some pretty interesting stories with their travels. So.
We were at a hotel one time, and it was a truck driver had stopped at that hotel or whatever to stay, and he was talking to us in the elevator on the way up. He was talking about his wife and all this other stuff, and how many kids he had, how many years he's been married. And then in the morning, we're in the elevator, and he gets in the elevator with some young girl, and we're like, okay, that's not your wife, obviously. So that was kind of awkward because he had just talked to us about his wife the night before.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that had to have been a little weird.
A guy that I went to school with, his wife passed away, I don't know, a long time ago. And his kids are, grown because he's the same age I am. He's a truck driver, always owned his own rig. After his wife passed away.
Hey, Amelia.
Hi, this is Todd. I'm good. How are you?
What?
All right. Are y'all going to be around about noonish?
I'm you.
Another load of stuff?
I'm going to be around.
Um,
I was like, what is he talking about?
I know.
Yeah.
Like,
what is he doing?
I thought he was being sarcastic. He could get a word in.
Yeah.
I know. I didn't know.
But my friend, after his wife passed away, he built a little house because he has a bunch of property out in the country. He built a little 1-bedroom guest house, I guess you'd call it. He moved out there, and his daughter moved into their main house. And he stays on the road, especially now where his payments are made directly to his bank. He can get access money to his debit card. He comes back to the Carolinas. Normally he tries to just back off everything so he can stay home from Thanksgiving to Christmas, and then he's on the road again.
Mm-hmm.
And he just goes from one place to another. I mean, he's working, but he just stays on the road all the time.
Yep.
And his daughter does his book work, so she can sign, tax checks and stuff like that for him.
Oh man, I could tell Kathy hasn't had much sleep.
Oh, would y'all let me tell you an Uncle Tom story that happened yesterday?
Yeah, let me first. No, go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Sorry, was my mic still on when I made that call?
Yes.
No.
I heard everything.
For those that don't know, I was married when I was like 21 years old, and I was divorced before I was 22.
Mm-hmm.
I get a phone call from my brother yesterday. He says, I had just got a call from a blast from the past. And I said, okay, who? And he said, your ex. And she needs you to call her. So he gave me the number, and I called her. Well, apparently somebody gave us, when we got married, gave us a savings bond.
Hmm.
And it's made out to both of us, only it's her first name plus Hux.
Right.
No longer a Hux anymore. So she's like, well, I was going to send it to you since I couldn't get damn it, and I forgot to check with the bank about that. She said, since I'm not Hux anymore, I'll send it to you and you can cash and do with whatever you want to. So we talked for a few minutes and all this kind of stuff. And got well, I made mistakes when I was young and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, well, we were just kids.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of stuff. So anyway, I got to find out what to do with the savings bond. My first thought was just to throw it in the trash because it's probably going to be too much hassle to deal with. Then Roberta was doing, well, if it's a double E series and it's 25, the face value is $25, then it's worth about $153.
Well, yeah, you can't throw that in the trash.
So I'm gonna probably have to see about that.
Mm-hmm.
If nothing else, I'll just have to meet her in Rock Hill and she can sign the name or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's my Uncle Tom, blast from the past. Her mom made the best prune cake.
Prune cake?
Prune cake.
Ugh.
No, it was really good. It was really good.
I like prunes and I like cake, but I don't think I'd like them in the same.
Oh,
day.
it was really good because she put like crunchies in it, like you'd put on top of maybe a strawberry pie or something like that. It was real good.
No. No. No.
We have corrupted Todd.
Oh gosh.
Todd has been corrupted. Todd was corrupted before he ever left finished teaching high school.
I believe that.
I bet he was a cool teacher.
Oh, I'm sure he was.
No.
Todd, did you ever catch anybody smoking in the bathroom or the girls' bathroom? Todd.
Muted again. He's on the phone.
Oh, well, darn it.
Okay, he's unmuted.
Oh yeah, kids doing stupid crap.
So, I mean, were you tough on him or were you just like, put that out?
I was like, oh, principal's office, go.
I can't imagine Todd being a hard ass. He's just such a nice guy. I bet it was more like, you better put that thing out. I did not see it because this will be a lot of paperwork I'm gonna have to fill out if I have to send you to the office. That's what our band director always said. He said, I better never catch you. Better never let me catch you doing something you're not supposed to be doing, because that means I'm going to have to stop and I'm going to have to fill out a bunch of paperwork. And he says, and then I'm going to have to throw the book at you. Yeah. Because he hated doing paperwork. Matter of fact, one of the girls that was a student, she took roll call, she filled out his reports, all that kind of stuff. He hated doing paperwork. He was a musician.
Hey there, Mike.
Yeah, paperwork was just about my least favorite part of teaching.
Yeah.
And Todd, I bought that silver trumpet. I paid $225 for it, and I sold it for $650 here locally. The one that was on that website.
Good.
Wow.
How much
Very good.
I paid $225 and I got $650 for it.
Awesome.
Very good.
And about long enough for me to take it apart, lube the valves, get the slides to slide like they're supposed to, and polish it.
Wow. Just in time for vacation. That's great.
Yeah, you did really good.
I would like to have, well, it's because it's silver. That thing probably new was probably $1,800 or better.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a kid, the woman that bought it for her son was wanting a new trumpet. because he was playing his older brother's trumpet. And he wanted his own.
Mm-hmm.
And because his older brother is a baritone player now. But anyway, it was like, originally I had it for $700, and she texted me. She said, "I'll give you $650 for it right now," and I said, "I'll meet you at the McDonald's at Carmel Common Shopping Center."
Yep,
It's the way to do it.
that's very good.
But I knew. I mean, we were talking a few weeks back when I was looking at this website with all these instruments on it. I don't play woodwinds. I don't play any of that. So that would be difficult. I played trumpet and I played the baritone a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I know how to clean one. I know how to, lubricate everything. Because the valves, tied the valves that need to move up and down on them.
That was a sneaky laugh, Bridget.
Yeah, she's such a trollop.
My mind's right there in the gutter too. So
Y'all were just when they came out, when I knew how to lubricate everything, I knew that was going to get. When it came out of my mouth, I thought myself,
I about lost it after you said polish it. So
Lube it up and polish it, Tom.
I was biting my tongue.
Oh my God.
I'm getting so many friend requests from people that know Deb and Todd.
Yeah, Deb. I think Deb. Yeah. Mine is Deb or Nikki.
Mine are Deb or Todd.
I get all these friend requests from people that are doing what is it? I can't remember the actual name for it, but they do like peacekeeping in whatever in the Middle East or whatever.
Oh yeah, the guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So thank you.
You're gonna get all kinds of them, Tom, after all that lube and polishing you talking about.
Right.
Y'all just need to get it. We are resellers here. If this was the lot lizards, then y'all can go in that direction because that's an entirely different reseller. Yeah, so you need to keep it.
Regain her innocent image. Well, it's gonna take a lot more than that, honey.
Of course, Deb. Okay, Deb's me too. That gets all the girls' time.
Keep it polished and lubed, Tom, and you won't have an issue.
That's
right.
That's right. Oh my gosh. Y'all are crazy.
Y'all are crazy. I was talking business and y'all were just getting out there in the gutter.
Would you expect
I
anything?
spent the weekend with a bunch of young fellows, my nephew and his friends, so I had to teach them a few things.
Oh, really? We're not going. The law's not going to kick your front door down, is it?
No,
Jeffrey.
How to talk because they thought, it's like I said, you ain't heard or said nothing I have never heard in my life.
I know, right?
You're trying to be prim and proper. I said, let it fly. I said, my daddy was a truck driver. I've heard stuff that I can say stuff that will make you blush. They're like, really? I said, so don't think you're going to offend me any because I said it or said it. And my nephew's like, you damn right.
We watched these three guys that are gamers called Hat Films. And Roberta said if she had to describe them, she said, I would describe them as three 12-year-olds that are home together without one of them's mother. So they can say whatever they want to because they just make some of the stupidest sexual jokes. Mm-hmm. They cuss and all this kind of stuff, but it sounds like if you close your eyes and listen to them and drop the octaves of their voice a little bit, mm-hmm. You'd swear there was like three 12-year-olds home alone for the first time.
That's like with my dad, when he got out of the Marines and stuff, he started driving a truck, and it wasn't so much him that would talk like that. It's the people at the truck stops. When you go with them, you hear all kinds of colorful language. So, and he'd be like, oh, because he'd get a little embarrassed sometimes. But Mom's like, well, she's going to learn it one way or the other. Might as well be while we're around, so we can explain it. And see, she used to work at the bar in town.
Yeah, definitely.
So Dad would get off work from driving a truck and come down to the bar, and I'd be sitting there waiting for somebody to come take me home. So I heard everything.
Oh gosh.
They did what they
Okay.
had to do.
Well, let's clarify that. That take me home.
Not that I was 12.
Okay.
My sister, I'd wait for my older sister to come pick me up. Pick me up after she got
Okay.
off work.
Well, that 12 helped clarify a little bit.
Because during the summer, Mom, she would not leave me home alone very long. She knew better. They come home one weekend and all the speakers were removed out of every radio and TV that I could find, and I had them all in my bedroom, hooked up to my stereo.
Hey.
They were wondering why there was no sound coming from anything that they had.
My God.
So yeah, I was one of those kids.
Yeah, Miss Summer.
Hey, Summer.
It's building more.
Wait a minute. Mike, I have been getting these too. All of a sudden, Mike says, I keep getting friend requests from these hot 28-year-old women. Funny damn names, though, maybe Russian. Now, mine are from all over Europe, and they're built like brick outhouses. I mean, they are fine. And I'm like, why would I want? I've already had to explain while everybody named Kathy, Bridget, Lori, Valerie, all these people are commenting on my daggum YouTube posts. And she can look at their say, oh, okay, they're her age.
Mm-hmm.
But if I start friending 28-year-old hotties, I'm gonna really have a problem on my hands.
Well, hey, Mary.
As they tell me, you've never heard of somebody being as fine as a brick outhouse.
Built like a brick shit house, yeah.
Yeah, well, I was cleaning it up there.
I'm not Betty Crocker. I don't sugarcoat shit.
Well, I was just doing it for Valerie's Valerie's
Oh, please. Valerie's used to Nikki being on.
well, I was trying to
Sally.
type down her metrics on her YouTube channel.
Oh,
And Sally.
Okay, Hank.
we have never done that, and we ain't about to start now. So, it is what it is.
Hank says, okay, Tom, first we have to hear about your living and polishing your trumpet. Now we hear about hot outhouses. No, they're not. They're not hot as in temperature, and they're brick outhouses.
It's a brick.
Because if you have a brick outhouse, that means you've got money.
Yeah.
And then you start asking if they're one holer, or two holer.
Right.
Oh, my Lord.
Have you not ever been to like some of these historical sites in the outhouses that have an adult sized seat, and then they'll have a little tiny one for like a little kid?
Yep. I've seen one like that.
Yeah, but you're talking about women, and now you're talking about one holers or two holers.
Side by side, the family that poops together stays together.
That's right.
Right, Hank?
Hank's dying over here. I love you people.
That's crazy.
What are you going to do without us for a week?
I know. You're gonna be.
I'm taking 2 bottles of wine. I'll try to cope.
When are you coming
Oh,
back?
that would only last me a day. What do you do? I have to take
Right.
Monday, on Monday morning. We get back to Charleston on Monday morning. It's just a short thing.
So where
Yes.
y'all going?
To Nassau.
That's all. Okay.
That's it? Just one?
Pardon me?
Just one stop?
Yeah, it's just a small cruise. It's a day at sea, Nassau, a day at sea.
Oh, okay.
And the day at seas really are. the day at the seas are the best thing about a cruise.
I agree. I couldn't agree more.
Um,
I love the day at seas.
because, you know, like in Nassau, I've never been to Nassau,
Hmm.
but it's kind of getting kind of rough down there. It's like at a level 2 travel warning.
Hmm.
There's a market right off the end of the dock where the ships dock at, and we're going to go down there and do that. And that's about it. Now, if you're young, you know, the young ones, they'll go start hitting Senor Frogs and everything else, you know. We'll just go down there and do some shopping because we can't, neither one of us, because the meds we're on, cannot be out in the direct sunlight for long periods of time. And I've never been one of these people to lay out in the sun.
Hmm.
That just, I'll lay there, my mind is racing about doing other stuff.
Right.
So then we'll go back and we'll probably go to the shops first thing in the morning while it's still cool, and then go back to the ship and have lunch. And Roberta can play bingo, and we can do stuff like, you know, do stuff on the ship.
Yeah. I enjoyed being on the ship. I thought it was a lot of fun. Just being, you know, it seemed like it was more hassle to get off the boat and back on the boat than it was just to stay on the boat.
I know a lot of people that have gone to Nassau and just stayed on the boat.
Yeah. After you've been there, like we're talking about going back in the spring and taking the boys, and by then we'll go over to the big casino over there that's got the water park and all that kind of stuff. Atlantis, yeah. We'll do that because they'll be with us.
Mm-hmm.
But I really don't. I'd like to go over and see they have a nice aquarium over there. I'd like to go see that in the casino, just to see the actual casino, not really gamble. But it'll cost you $150 a person to take that tour.
Yeah.
But I was watching. Let me see. I will be there December 4th. Oh, you're talking about going to Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about that in just a second.
Hey, they're crewing.
The cruise. Cruises.
There's
been a lot of cruise companies that's ready to add to next year's schedule cruises to nowhere. They'll just like leave out of, say, Charleston, and they'll go out to out in the ocean, way out in the ocean, and just make a big circle and come back into Charleston for like 4 days.
Right.
Because they were talking about because people are not getting off the ship, especially the further south you go. Mexico, they do pretty well, but once you start moving out of Mexico, even in something like St. Kitts and stuff like that, people are not getting off the ship because it's getting real dodgy down there.
Yeah.
So if they're not going to get off, and it's costing the ship to dock there.
Sure.
So why not just get it out, head it out to sea, put her down in low gear, and just cruise along. You don't have no place to be except back in Charleston on whatever day. And
right.
But we're looking forward to it, and we've got a groovy stateroom. So anyhow, so Bridget.
What?
Have you been reading or getting the little blurbs about they might start next year start refitting Star Wars land?
What?
They're talking. There's been so few people going to the one out in Disneyland. They're talking about probably changing it to, I forgot what they said it was. Oh, Atlantis land, not Atlantis. Aladdin land.
I doubt it. I think it'll stay Star Wars.
I think a lot of people are avoiding it right now because they think it's going to be a rush, which apparently it's not. And they're not really got everything finished yet.
First of all, there was too much of a hype about it. So a lot of people were thinking, I'm not going now because I don't want to fight all those crowds that are going to be there.
Right.
And the majority of the people thought that. So now the crowds aren't there because everybody thought there was going to be all these crowds there.
Mm-hmm.
Disney Worlds, they open up this week. No,
Yeah.
next week.
I thought it was like the 1st of September.
No, it's in August.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, right now they're opening up to annual pass holders only, and then I think it's next week they'll open up to the general public. And another thing is Disneyland is not a lot of tourists. It's more locals
Right.
that go there. They don't get the touristy people that Disney World gets.
No.
So I think Disney Worlds will be a lot more busier than Disneyland's.
Right. Well, yeah, from what I've been told, Disneyland, even though there's a lot more stuff there,
Right. So
is more like it has the feel of like Carowinds here. It's a local park. Most of the people there are annual holders, that type of thing.
And they blocked all the annual pass holders in Disneyland. Like nobody with annual pass holders could get in the first. I think they've opened it up now, but nobody with annual passes could get in. So, and who are the people that go? Locals with annual passes. So it's like, wow.
Yeah, if you're a teenager and have a driver's license, you in this area you have a season's pass to to Carowinds. Because season pass holders can get free parking. So if you happen to, if you and your buddies all have season passes and you don't have nothing to do, why not drive to Carowinds? You don't cost nothing to park. Otherwise, it costs you $30 to park.
Right.
And they just ride rides till they close or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Which
That's how it is here with Six Flags. Well, now it's during Lake Club.
yeah, Carowinds is part of Cedar Fair. Is that the name of it, Lori?
Cedar Point.
Cedar Point.
Cedar Point, yeah.
Yeah, Cedar Point.
They're part of that organization.
Ciao.
Well, I want lots of pictures and lots of video.
Me too, of course, for good reason. Star Wars, yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'll
Tom,
be sending Lori Star Wars pictures.
lots of pictures and lots of video. Make sure you do the Macarena.
The what?
The Macarena.
Oh my
Yes, Tom.
Who?
You.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you were talking to Bridget.
No.
I don't dance. I haven't danced since 1982 when I threw my hip out.
You can dance. Everybody can dance.
I was doing.
I just do the white boy shuffle now.
I was doing
That's
the shuffle out on the sidewalk last couple weeks ago. The neighbor Teresa had music playing, and she's like, "Dude, it's an older lady. She's like, dance. She said, will you play the Cupid Shuffle?" So we did, and we're out there in the middle of the street doing the Cupid Shuffle. People driving by, we're like, "Hey." Impromptu dance party. Teresa put it on Facebook. I don't know if she tagged me in it or not. But
Oh my god.
Cupid Shuffle.
That's
And
all
you
the
like-
cruises. All the cruises. There's always. I mean, they always have like the sail away party, which is out usually around the swimming pool, and when the ship is actually sailing away from the dock for the first time on the cruise. Everybody's out there dancing and whatnot, and they're God bless them. There's some people out there that shouldn't be dancing.
Mhm.
Better send pics and lots of dancing. I don't dance. We
Why
don't
don't
dance.
Why?
I don't. We ballroom dance, but that's about it. And we haven't done that in years. But I'll take.
Whoa.
I can't send pics. I can't send pics while we're down there because we don't have internet. So
Right.
when I get back, I'll have some videos and whatnot to stick up.
Okay. I guess I'll have to just settle.
Yeah, you have to sell. I'm sorry. If y'all want to spend about give me $100. I'll see about getting that internet. Internet's expensive and it's terrible on those ships.
Yeah, that's true.
Nah, I'd rather save my $100. You can give us pictures when you get back.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was a 10-day cruise, maybe, but
Yeah.
So, Valerie, you've been on a cruise. You've been on cruises.
I've been on two. I've been to Ensenada, Catalina Island, then Ensenada, and then we went to Bahamas,
Okay.
Nassau. And we didn't do a technically a tour through the Atlantis, but we went there We went to, we walked through the casino, um, and we seen a little bit of the aquarium. Well, we didn't do like a tour or anything like
Right.
that. We basically walked through and then left. But yeah, we did a tour through the town, and I don't know, is the town? I don't know if that town is called Nassau.
There's Nassau and then there's Freeport.
It might, yeah. That Freeport sounds a lot better. It was a little scary, and that was like 10, probably 16 years ago, 16
Right.
17 years ago. And it was kind of scary. I mean, you had to really be careful about, what you did and where you went. And then, of course, we had two teenage daughters. So it was kind of scary just, trying to keep an eye on them and
Right.
make sure that they were, sticking around us. But it was cool. It was cool just to be in a different country. And yeah, I liked it.
I've been to Ensenada and I've been to Catalina Island. Catalina Island's cool.
I love it.
That was
I
really
love it.
cool. We actually did a quick dive because the water's so freaking cold.
Mhm.
We did a kelp dive right there in the harbor. That
Mhm.
was pretty cool. But like I said, it was so freaking cold, that water.
Oh yeah, that water is frigid.
But it was
is.
nice. You could, if you changed everybody into parakeet clothes and put a couple of schooners out there, that's what you would think. At least when I was there, that's what you would think like a little pirate town would be, because that's all it was just those little shops and restaurant bars right along the water,
Mhm.
and the dock for the boats to ferry from the cruise ships there, and that was it. But like I said, if you just swapped everybody's clothes out and threw a couple sailing ships up there by that dock, to me that would have been like the perfect pirate land.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of fun, and that was just me and my ex-husband that went there, but we still had fun. It was different. It was an experience, and it was fairly cheap. I want to say it was like, I don't know, $400 for the both of us. But that, of course, that was a while back, but it was still pretty cool.
Yeah, this cruise is about $1,800 for us.
Yeah.
With the extra night we're staying
in
Charleston, it's roughly $2,000.
Right.
But that's 12 meals a day included, and
right. Right.
I mean, you can and we've got a nice cabin. We've got a balcony cabin, so we can always go sit on our balcony and watch the water go by if we want to. And
I've considered doing a cruise to Hawaii. I thought that would be pretty cool, but I don't know. The only thing I don't like about that is when you're traveling to different islands and stuff, is that you have like a curfew.
Yeah.
You have to be back on the boat, and I'm sure that's doable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I mean that may be the way that I do over there, or I might just hop on a plane. I don't know yet.
I would like to go to London and then take like the Queen Mary 2 back. So you come into New York Harbor, because they let everybody know that there's going to be a tone so you can get up in time and get dressed and go up out on the decks to see New York off at a distance, and you can so you get the experience of like the 20s when all the immigrants were coming over here, or even the people that were traveling on transatlantic,
right,
of coming back into New York with the Statue of Liberty and everything.
Yeah.
I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Talk like a pirate. You my witch.
Okay.
I tell you what. We
Yeah.
used when we were young, we used to go to a lot of SCA events. You know what that is?
Nope.
That's a Society for Creative Anachronisms. That's where they dress up in like medieval clothing and stuff like that.
Okay.
And the guys will get out there and fight with PVC pipe and beat the hell out of it, literally beat the hell out of each other with it. But you know, Roberta's she's a full-figured lady, and she always, I mean, we never dressed up in garb, but she always liked it because, you know, you'd see these full-figured women out there with their what do they call it? Not bustiers,
Corset.
Corsets.
yeah, corsets. You know, they got everything pushed up there so they can set 3 coffee cups and a beer buck up on top of their boob.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
Renaissance Fair is like it. Only these guys do a little bit more,
Yeah.
a little bit
Love
more
the
creative.
Renaissance Fair.
We have a Renaissance Fair every year here in September, October.
Too,
Ours-
same
ours just
time of
met.
year. It's usually September to like October, second week of October, or something like that.
Have you ever been to one, Deb? She's always wanted to do one of those Renaissance fairs.
Oh, they're fun.
They
I like
are.
the turkey leg, big giant turkey leg.
When we were there, when we went, the boys were real little, so they wanted all the $10 pieces of plywood. You know, they had to have swords and the swords and the shields and stuff like that. So they're walking around with their little swords and shields and all the staff, because they know that these poor people have just spent $60 on all this useless plywood. You know, we'd be walking down to an exhibit or, you know, just walk around looking, and the people that work there, they would come by and the ladies would curtsy to them and say, you know, "Are you having a good time, my lord?" and all this kind of stuff. And the guys would, you know, if they walked by, they would bow to them and, you know, talk to them for a minute. And the boys were little, and they just thought that was cool, you know, because these guys are walking around with real swords, not pieces of plywood. But you know what? I was cleaning out from under they had one of those climbing yard things with the swings and slide boards and everything in the backyard. I was cleaning out some toys that was still up under that thing, and I found one of those damn shields.
Wow.
So they painted them good, whatever they did.
Guys, I'm going to get crack-a-lacking.
No, no,
Um,
no, no, no. Because we can never stay on because Valerie shuts us right off.
Well,
This is one of my Renaissance Fair purchases.
that's cool.
Dragon,
Wow.
he moves. If I can get him to move, he sits and you can turn his head. Well, he's supposed to be able to turn his head. You can see his head turning. He's been setting a while, so the cable's probably a little janky, but his head usually goes up and down. So, but they're all handcrafted.
Oh, wow.
Everything's handmade. So I thought he was cool. He reminds me of I think David Bowie from the was whatever that was he was in.
I will have to say those people at those like Ren fairs, that actually make their own stuff, they turn out some beautiful work.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's got adoption papers and everything. So it's kind of like a
Cool.
medieval Cabbage Patch, only dragon.
Oh, well, it's been a great time. Thank you for coming in and joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hope everybody has a great day. Get some listing done, and
I got to go. Phones. I'll see you guys later.
Bye bye.
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 Hello. I was on the show. I just now seen you tried to call.
Don't say anything bad, Lori.
You must have clicked her. You must have muted her about the time she muted it. So it
I was
muted
trying-
her.
it was like she was muting, so I was clicking the button, she was clicking the button, so we were clicking it off and on. Yeah. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great day. Get some listing done. get some selling done, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye. Hey, Texas Val, I didn't see you.
Oh, I don't want to do that. Hang on.
Bye.